Hello, beautiful hearts. Welcome. Thank you for being here and for watching this video. I am here wanting to share with you all about my awakening journey and the work that I'm soon going to be birthing and offering into the world. If you come on and you're watching this live, anyone here live, please do drop me a heart or a little message. It'd be lovely to know that you're here. And if you're watching it in the replay as well, please feel free to say how this video moved you, how you felt about what I shared. It'd be lovely to hear from you as well. So yeah, this is my first live for a long time, so who knows what may happen. But I feel really, joyous about doing it. And, you know, it's woohoo! I can feel the kind of energy from stepping forward in this way. Yeah, so I'm going to be live 11 a.m. each day, and I'm going to be speaking about my awakening journey because I'm planning to offer work in this area. I have been on this awakening path for about 13 to 14 years. It's hard to say exactly when I began. And it's just given me so much. And that's going to be the focus of this live today, is sharing with you what this work has given me. And then later in the week, I'll speak more about the form of this work, although it's hard because there is no map, and various other aspects of the work as well. So one of the first things I want to say is that I make absolutely no claim to be an awakened being, anything other than human me who has just been on a journey for this time with work that has been so deeply soul, body, heart, relationship nourishing for me. And I want to now, I just feel this overflowing of love, and I want to offer that work in service to other people. There just feels now nothing more that I want to do with my time on this earth. It feels like it's a calling. So that's where I'm coming from, just being perhaps a few steps further along a journey and wanting to share that with you. So I'm just going to refer to my notes. So yeah, what is awakening? It's such a big question, and it just can't be answered in a short way, or even maybe at all. But the first thing I want to say is that what this awakening journey has given me is such a connection with mystery, with something far greater than just this one here. It's like there's such a cultural taboo around who we are, and awakening, waking up to who we are at our most essential level, our core level, has been such a beautiful trip for me to really get that I am this one, this heart, this body, this personality with all its wants and needs and things it does in life. And yet there's so much more. And having tasted that over this time doing this work, tasted the mystery that I am, that we are, that unknown that moves through us, it's just such a delicious thing. And it's given so much more meaning and orientation to my life and depth to my life. And I am aware that it can sound just incredibly woo-woo. And I really want to just dispel that right from the start. It's like awakening, we are all one consciousness. It can sound very much like that. But ultimately for me, awakening is about truth. It's waking up to truth, what we actually are. We are this one, and we are so much more. And that's eminently practical. It's practical just simply because it is. It's truth, it's simple. It's ordinary, as well as being incredibly mysterious. So, yeah, there's just a few things there that I want to say up front about awakening. And again, I feel like it's so hard to put it into words. And really, great music, great poetry, great art can come close to describing it. And we do our best to speak it in words, but it is a mystery that needs to be tasted and felt. And I have been moved over and over again in this awakening journey so far in my life, and for me it's a lifelong one. I've been so moved by tasting that and feeling it take root more and more in my life. So it's really hard to know whether what I'm saying is, because I feel so deeply in this work and in this path, it's hard for me to know whether what I'm saying is understandable, I really want to simplify it in terms of how I communicate it. So on Saturday, I'm going to be offering a session where it's a free session. You're really welcome to come and ask questions about awakening, this awakening work that I'm going to be offering, anything about the work and my experience of it, anything you're curious about. So please feel free to come Saturday, 10:30 to 12. It's going to be on Zoom and also Facebook Live. And I'm going to be speaking a bit more about that at the end of this video. We'll drop into a guided meditation, and we'll do some partner inquiry, which is optional. If you don't feel comfortable and you'd like to just be there as an anonymous witness for now, that's absolutely fine. And there'll be time to ask questions as well. So I warmly invite you to come join me on Saturday. That's a free session to taste this work and to ask any questions that you may want to. So, and I'll repeat that at the end as well and post on my wall. So just wanting to go back to the focus of this live being about what this awakening journey has given me. I'm just going to look back at my notes. Yeah, so the things that it has given me, it was so beautiful to reflect on these things when I was thinking, okay, what do I want to share with people? And it's just lovely to see how far I have come and what this has given me. So the first thing to say is I feel like I have really found more and more, and it's developing all the time. There's no end point on this journey as far as I can see for anyone, but so much more of a sense of sovereignty in who I am. And that is, it feels like such a deep blessing to feel this sovereignty and this autonomousness in myself. And I feel that that has come hand in hand with knowing and tasting more and more who I am at my core. And then I've become so much more self-assured with this confidence of being that comes more and more often in my life. And of course there are times where I get succumbed to old patterns and different unhealed parts of me take over. Of course, we are all human and we all have those things to deal with. But this confidence of being that I feel more and more is such a beautiful thing. And I think it's such an important thing for our times. Like, I feel this work has given me such a route to truth that I'm not so easily swayed by mass opinion, by what's out there. It feels like my orientation is from in here. And so I feel that that is something that this work can give. And I feel that that's so needed in these times. And I just want to speak a little bit about the young, unhealed parts, which this work is all about parenting as well. It's like when we open to who we are at our core, this great mystery, we meet the potential on the one hand and the difficulty on the other. And the difficulty is often these very young places in us that need love, that need healing, that need support. When we were young, they didn't get enough oxygen and love to grow and to heal, and therefore those parts stay at the age that they are until we put our big loving arms around them and we heal them. So this work does have a therapeutic aspect, although it's not based in pure therapy. And meeting those young parts, I feel, has meant that I've felt much less need for validation from the outside. So then for me it really links to this sovereign sense of moving in the world. When I can love those parts in me, I don't need to ask for that from the outside. So that's what another thing that this work has really given me. And I feel that in these times, yeah, that's going to be key for all of us. Freedom of expression, that has been such a big part of this journey for me as well. Those of you who know me, I'm a singer, I'm a singing leader, I lead groups, and that's how I've started to master my art or learn my art of leading groups and working with people. And in that world, I really see how this awakening work, which can also be called waking up as embodied consciousness, presence in the body. It's made me so much more able to be spontaneous, to be creative, to channel the moment in song, in just me speaking what I feel, in communication with other people. But it very much comes out in my love of improvisation, vocal improvisation. But it's so much more than that. Like this freedom of expression, just to be me, has grown more and more. So that's another thing I have huge gratitude to this work for. And again, something I feel I'd love to offer this work so others feel more freedom of expression in their lives, because it's something that's so deeply satisfying, and the sense of freedom that you get from just being yourself totally in the world. It would be such an honor and a pleasure to create ground for that for you and for others. So yeah, that's a really beautiful thing to reflect on, and then that feeds into deeper, more authentic relationships. I feel like the more intimacy I've had with myself through this journey, which has deepened more and more, the more I've come home to the glory of me and the joy of me, but also the pain, the grief. This work is like full spectrum. It's not about just looking at the joy and looking at the light. It's about feeling everything that we experience, and as humans we feel from these unheld parts, and also from life in general can cause us to feel great grief. I mean, we're in a time where there's a lot to be grieving for, that just naturally moves through us. So this work is about all of it, just coming home in each moment to here and now. Gosh, that feels really important to say. That's crucial. That's what it's about, just being here now, allowing life to live us fully here now. That's what this work is. And there's nothing more satisfying in my experience. And then to come back to where I started this point, that has led to more deeper, authentic relationships. The more I've come home to myself and have more intimacy with what I'm feeling, and not stopping and not rejecting my experience, then the more deeply I can meet another, and the more honestly and courageously. I don't need to, when we come home fully to everything we feel, we don't need to hide anything. We don't need to leave anything out. We can be transparent. We can be there with another fully. And that's just led to really beautiful, deep friendships, deep relating with friends, but also with people I may meet just for a short time. I feel grateful more and more for just encounters with people in my local shop, meeting someone and having a spontaneous conversation, seeing their eyes, feeling that heart connection, just the exquisiteness of all those moments that I used to miss. Through doing this work, I've come home to more and more, and the simple things become more of a blessing and more depth. So again, something else I would love to offer to you, to others, people who would feel a heart call to do this work with me or with others. I just want it for everyone. It's such a blessing. I can't wax lyrical about it enough. And I think on this journey, I just want to be really clear that it's not a quick fix journey. There's so much out there in the spiritual domain, which to me feels like, do this, do that, do this, you'll be healed, it's done. And this is just so not like that. This is, for me, a path, and it's lifelong. And it's just about getting here. It's not about getting anywhere else. It's about getting right here, right now. And it has ups and downs. It's all about embracing, like I said, the glory and the joy of being us, but also the pain and the loss. Not because we want to lean into that and, be completely going over the top in drama. Not at all, but more just because it is. We feel love and we feel pain. And the surrender to feeling pain has been such a gift for me. And it's very much part of this path of awakening. And I don't believe there's any way around that. And so I wanted to say that up front, that this work is full spectrum. It is about the joy and also the pain, the grief and the gratitude. And my experience is the more I can feel one richer, the more I can feel the other richer. So the extent that I open to my grief is the extent that I can open to my joy. And life just gets more and more rich in both directions. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you as well. Okay. Oh, I'm really loving doing this. It just feels so time. I've felt this has been really gestating in me for the past 2 years, when I felt this seed of wanting to offer this work. And I've just felt this, okay, it's not quite ready yet. It's not quite ready yet. And what I realised needed to happen was this change of orientation from, everything I've done before. I'm quite I've been quite a go-getter, I've been quite a doer, and I've made things happen, and I can really do that. I have a lot of fire in me and I can create things. But with this, it felt like I really needed to wait and just be fully in my heart and in myself, to wait for this overflowing. That's what I realize now, is to wait for this true movement which comes from the heart, which is just, I love this work. I love it. And I would love nothing more than to offer this work to you. It would be an honor. So that's why I'm here. So it feels like such a pleasure to be doing this. So yeah, again, thank you for watching this video. If you have, I'm glad that you're curious about this work. If you are, please feel free to come and join me on Saturday. Just a reminder about that. On Saturday at 10:30 till 12, I'll be offering a free session. We'll drop into a guided meditation, which I'll lead for you to really land in your heart, your body, in your space. Then there'll be an invitation to do some partner inquiry, which you're very, very welcome to you can join in that, or you can purely witness if you don't feel comfortable to do that at this stage. And then at the end, there'll be a chance to ask questions, and I'll be sharing future offerings with you, both online and in person. So I think that's it. I've done it. I feel really, really, really happy about that. If you'd like to go on my mailing list, please private message me your email address so I can let you know. I can let you know all the Zoom details for Saturday, etc. And again, if you've watched this video, please give me a heart or an emoji or a little comment. Just it'd be lovely to see and hear how this has landed for you, and anything that strikes you on hearing all of this. I'm wishing you a blessed day, lovely friends, lovely people, and I will see you again soon. I'll be back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. talking more about the form of this work, even though it's really hard to talk about because it is ultimately a mystery. But I will be sharing a little bit more about what this work entails, little bit of what it looks like and feels like in terms of its structure. And then later in the week as well, I'll be sharing about the journey that's already begun, my work, working with people of colour and people of dual and mixed heritage, which very much is underpinned and based in this work because I'm offering it. So yeah, look forward to seeing you. Please feel free to join me 11 a.m. every day this week. Mwah! Lots of love. Have a blessed day.